Welcome to another episode of Behind the Dreamers with the Starter Girls. I'm Jennifer Loading.
And I'm Brianna Drelis, and we are talking to the achievers, the creators, magic makers, and the dreamers.
These are our friends, these are your friends, and they are living the extraordinary. Today's episode is brought to you by Walt Mills, photographer of Glad Models Agency. If you are here in the Dallas or surrounding area and looking for some photography work, check out Walt Mills. You can learn more about him and his work at photosbywalt.com. All right. I think we're ready to get started. We're super excited. We got a guest in studio today. And so welcome, Justin. We're super excited to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited to be here as well.
Absolutely. And so we need to tell our listeners a little bit about you, I think.
Okay.
It's going to be exciting.
All right.
We like it when guests are in the studio. So, all right. Justin Radeka is a serial product developer and technology evangelist who's led major initiatives at large and small companies. A veteran in the technology space, Mr. Radeka has driven new ideas from inception to commercialization with several product launches spanning decades. He served in various positions, leading technology teams. He served as CTO, CPO, head of software development, and technology evangelist for the UK's largest technology firm. And let's see, he's worked with Hewlett Packard, Cisco Systems, and EVGA. He currently is the CEO of 1IE, a nonprofit based in Riverside, California, whose mission is to develop relationships and unify disparate elements of a prosperous startup ecosystem through advocacy, mentorship, education, community building, and research. To offer the best opportunity for entrepreneurial success, 1IE strives to create an integrated ecosystem of comprehensive support networks that streamline and expedite an entrepreneurial's journey. All right, I'm just going to leave it there because you have so much great stuff. I want to welcome you, and we're going to talk about all these things. But welcome to the Behind the Dreamers. We're super excited to have you here.
Thank you. It's a mouthful, isn't it?
I know. Well, you should. I mean, it's incredible. I love it. And we even modified that bio. I mean, you know.
I've been lucky in my career.
Yeah.
I've had a long career, and I've been very, very lucky. So, and tech has just been something that I don't know always happened. I loved it. So.
Was 1IE a natural progression after the tech? Because to me, they feel similar or connected in a way, but different.
Definitely not a natural progression.
Okay.
In fact, this is my first nonprofit. So there's a couple things they're vastly different. One, it's not tech. I was actually I have a co-founder with a nonprofit. His name's John Warner, and we were. Actually, walking across the university campus, we had started a small tech company, and he was asking me, he goes, do you want to do the tech company, or do you want to try to go down this like entrepreneurship thing? And out of my mouth, randomly, not tech, was, yeah, let's do the nonprofit. And to this day, I love that decision. I don't know why I made it, because it's something I'm not familiar with at all, but I love learning. So I think that was part of my answer. And the other part was, I think I was getting tired of just doing the same thing over and over, right? It didn't seem challenging enough to do another tech company, whereas this is crazy challenging.
Sure. Yeah, that's really interesting. You're ready to strike up some excitement in your life, right? Something new.
I think that's what entrepreneurs do, though, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, I've now had the pleasure of talking to thousands of them in the U.S., some abroad, but there's something in the DNA of saying, I want to try something new. And I think that's what drove me to do the things I did in my career. But now it's sort of driving me to see them do it, see someone else go and fulfill that dream.
That's so great.
Yeah. So I want to, I guess, maybe talk a little bit about 1IE. Tell us what that organization is about. Obviously, it's a nonprofit. And for our listeners, they're starting to find out that we partnered up with you guys. We're excited about what you're doing, the programs you guys are offering. And as an entrepreneur, you know, I honestly wish that a lot of this would have been, or I would have known about it when I started, because I feel like it would have reduced some of the time, the learning curve that I've had to go through. Right. So I definitely want to talk about 1IE. Tell us a little bit about that, you know, what that organization represents, who you guys are serving, and how you're helping them.
So we went at this a little bit differently. I wish I had this knowledge too starting out, because it would have been like, oh, we can save some time here. And doing research in different areas, I would have learned that early on. So we built this organization to handle a few things. We wanted to target a specific audience. I'll get to that in a minute. But what we really wanted to do is say, these are the areas we want to focus on. And we have 5 pillars that we focus on. One is education. So we do things like boot camps, longer courses, like 6-week courses. In fact, our education is now down to fourth graders learning entrepreneurship, all the way through MBAs, right? Which I say MBAs, but no, it's really good. But I have a really soft spot for the fourth graders going out there learning entrepreneurship. So that's one piece of it. So that education piece. Then we have mentoring. So we want to continue. So once you learn how to do this thing we call entrepreneurship or startups or small business, we want to continue down that path, and we want to give you that support. The other thing that ties into that is that we realized that we could do education, we do mentorship, so they're going down that path, but we also need a community around them. We believe in tribes, right? And so we have this big tribe we call startups or entrepreneurs or small business owners. We want to start connecting them. The last two pieces that we focus on are a little bit different. Advocacy for entrepreneurship. So we want government agencies, we want education institutions, we want community leaders, whatever type of community leaders are out there. We want them understanding entrepreneurship is something that will help people grow out of where they are. So there's this really old concept of college gets you to the middle class. So it's this idea that if you go to college, you immediately go into middle class. Well, yeah, but we also think entrepreneurship does that too. So you can start a small business, not go to college, and be fine. I actually know a plumber that makes $250K a year, right? That's no college. That's a trade, but it's good. He's still a small business owner.
Right.
And then the last thing that we do is we do research. So we spend a lot of time looking at what small businesses are doing, where they're getting their information, how are they spending their money in terms of their growth. How fast are they growing? How long do they stay in business? Are they going out of business faster, or are they staying in longer? So we spend a lot of time looking at just local regions to nation and understanding just where small business is today.
Yeah. I think the thing that really stands out for me, I like the community, because I think that's so important. And I know I don't know about in your particular case, Brianna, but my background having been, because I came from the network marketing space. And so that was a huge part of what we had was the community and the mentorship. And so it's so interesting when I go out and I network now and I talk to other entrepreneurs, many of them don't have that. They don't really, they have they do it, they network, they have that community, right? But they don't have mentors. And they don't really understand the importance of having all of those things that you guys have put in place. So I think it's awesome that they're all there.
They're on the solopreneur route.
Yes, exactly. And you know what we heard yesterday at the event that we were at, they were talking about, these entrepreneurs that do great things. They do things in teams. They really to make these massive movements, because so often as entrepreneurs, we think we have to do everything by ourselves. And we all know our strengths are not gifted in every area.
Right.
Right. So,
absolutely. I think there's something really important to say about solopreneur type individuals. I think it works in certain areas, but if you really want to scale, what's that quote? If you want to go faster, you go by yourself. You want to go further, you go with a team.
Yes, that sounds right.
And I don't know if that's right. I mean, I screw up quotes all the time.
But it's good. We get the point. We got the point. It's good.
But I think that's it. Is finding that team to help you move forward, and that team is part of that team is mentors, advisors. You need all of that around you while you're growing.
Yeah, 100%. There it is. And listen. I have my own mentor. Like I have my own coach. Like I work with other people, but I have my own coach as well that I work with, because I believe we all need them, even if we're leading other people.
Absolutely.
And even if we're not, the only way to really evolve your business is to evolve you as a human. You have to continually be in that phase of evolution. Yeah. I like to say morphing. I like that word. Like we're all morphing, into like butterflies.
That I work with recently called it, you got to identify your board of directors. So the board of directors are that support system, that ecosystem around you as well. So I thought that was pretty cool.
It is. And we typically with smaller companies that we're working with, startups that we're working with, they're not at board of director size. But we tell them definitely get a board of advisors, get that team in place to help you move through what would be a storm coming, right? Because every startup has a storm. Sure. You need to figure out how to navigate that storm and getting some advice.
Storms, yes, the storms of entrepreneurship. I always say they're potholes in the road. It was one of the analogies I used to use when I was working with my teams, because I would laugh because they would have these, they would come into the business with this idea that everything was just practically bliss every day. And I'm like, there's nothing about entrepreneurship that is bliss. You have bliss days, right? But my parents were entrepreneurs. So I grew up watching this lifestyle, of entrepreneurship. And so I would always tell them, I would say, like owning a business is like driving your car on the highway. Like you never really know when you're going to hit a pothole. And how do you address that when you do it? Like you don't go off on the side of the road and you're like, I'm never going to drive my car again, right? You get back in your car and you go. And that's how I assume things that we do in our business is that you're going to have all these things that are going to happen that are not part of the plan, but your job is to get around them. Your job is to figure out how to work your way through that, not throw in the towel.
I think you bring up something interesting. There's a guy named Paul Graham. He's the CEO of Y Combinator, which is an incubator out of the Silicon Valley area, so Bay Area. He calls it the trough of sorrow. And he has this whole chart. It's fantastic, by the way. It's one of my favorite charts to look at. Because when you're starting out a business, you get this real big high. Yes. Like, I'm going to go conquer the world. In a few years, I'll be a billionaire. And the year after that, I'll probably buy my first island. And you're like, yeah, that sounds awesome. I hope you do. But the reality sets in, and you spend your time well below what would be emotional happiness, trying to figure your business out. And it's tough. It's a struggle. And by the time you figured out how you're going to be selling and you actually start getting traction, that's when you start coming out of this trough into happiness again of what you're doing. But it's all that underneath that's the hard part that no one really talks about a lot. They was like, oh, being a startup is hard. Being a business owner is hard. No, it's extremely difficult. And Steve Jobs probably said it best, is you have to be somewhat crazy to want to do this.
Right. Oh, we are.
Takes a toll.
Yeah, we're a little crazy.
Takes a toll. Physically, emotionally.
It does.
Yeah.
But there is satisfaction that comes in that. I always feel like you get the most growth when you're going through those valleys, and when you come out of that, there's that just
something's on the other side.
Yeah. I wake up, I don't know about you, but I wake up every day thinking that I'm like, something's on that other side over there every single day. I'm there. I'm like vicious.
I woke up excited to finish a quiz today. That's how exciting entrepreneurship is.
Finish a quiz. Is this for a program you're doing?
It's for one of my lead magnets.
That's so funny.
Nice.
It's so great.
You get excited
awesome
about doing quizzes?
She is so good at that side of things, like doing the like putting courses
creative,
together, stuff. She's so great at that.
I don't get excited. I wake up every day. First, I go, my back hurts. And then I'm like, I hope today goes okay. And then I'm like, where's the coffee? Y'all are way too optimistic about the life you.
Yeah, we need to talk to you because I get I'm like, you're gonna laugh. In my house, I'm like, I feel like sometimes my house can be hit or miss. Like everybody's in a really good mood or everybody's kind of in a moody mood. But I wake up really the same way every day. Like I get up and I'm like ready to tackle the day. And I have this thing like when they come in, I'm like, you are not gonna ruin my day. Like you're not messing my day up. Get out. Everybody just leave the room right now. So because that's how I wake up every day. I have to be really have something massive happen the night before for me to wake up and be mad about it again the next day. I forget. I can move on pretty quickly.
Sleep is a wonderful thing, isn't it?
I agree.
It's a crutch.
It's a crutch. This is too fun. Okay, I have a question I want to ask you because you made this transition from doing this technology to this nonprofit, and we kind of just touched upon that, the entrepreneur side of things. What would you say was probably the most difficult thing for you in that transition, maybe starting up this nonprofit?
I think that there was a lot, but probably the most is just trying to understand I'm not doing a tech product the same way I always would. So I'm not doing business as usual. So the mentality that I had to, this mindset thing is really difficult, right? Because we just don't hop. I mean, even if you talk to seasoned entrepreneurs that have had several companies under the belt. I mean, yeah, I've got a few under my belt, but there's people that have 20 under their belt at this point. It's difficult to change. So it's difficult to change your mindset. That's probably the hardest part. And the second part was lack of knowledge about the space. So nonprofits work vastly different than for-profits. So I was trying to figure out, okay, well, how does this work? And I kept approaching it like I would a for-profit. And then, you get told by the attorneys and the IRS, like, you can't do that. You're like, oh, okay, well, whatever. I'm still going to go sell stuff. I still want to make and sell stuff, right? But it doesn't work out that way generally. So changing my normal MO of how I build businesses had to change completely. And I had to learn a completely different system in place. Luckily, I had a board of advisors that helped. And they were very kind to me saying, keep going, you're doing okay. And then they would send me books, like these big books about nonprofits that I'd have to read, like, here's the law of nonprofits. I'm like, well, I'm not going to law school.
You're
I just
like,
want to.
does this have an audible?
Like a Cliff Note version.
If there's some,
That's what I would
maybe somebody could just summarize real quick. Give me 30
exactly.
seconds,
Right.
and I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, can you give me a Cliff Notes,
high level, please.
What's the most important thing we need to know right now, right?
It's hysterical because my board, the chair of my board, John Warner is his name. He was my co-founder, right? So he sends me almost 2 books a week. He's like, here, you should read this. Here, you should read this. Emails. Here, you should read this. Give me Amazon, LinkedIn. I'm like, okay, I'm on it. I never.
It's like my
I
daughter.
I can't do this.
I love to read, but I can't read that quick. Like I do read, quite a bit, but that'd be. I'm like, I feel like I get that too. Like I have a list of just books. That I need to read right now. So, but yeah.
But I will say they did help me in that transition. So I did grab a couple books where I was like, okay, I need to figure this out, right? I didn't do the big Bible nonprofit. I didn't read because that was just too big. But I read parts of it. But it was really, I spent more time in mindset, trying to figure out, can I change my mindset to run an organization that's completely different than what I'm used to?
Yeah. I feel like that what you're talking about, I can absolutely sympathize with that, because I feel like when I came out of, I'd been in network marketing for 21 years. That was my knowledge. And we talked about this offset that, the great thing about there's pluses and minuses to everything you do. The great thing about network marketing, anybody that wants to start a business can go in there, they tell you what to do. Like you can learn how to navigate a business and they push you through it. Downside, it's their product, it's their marketing plan. You got to follow by their rules. So there's not a whole lot of creativity out of that. But when I came out of that, like for me, it was that same thing. I'm in a new space now. I'm taking pieces of what I learned in that and bringing it over here. But now it's different. I don't have anybody telling me how to do all these things. And that transition, I would agree with you, is the hardest part, was moving from this to this and learning how to navigate a new piece. And a lot of it is the headspace. Like you get so conditioned on what you're doing.
It's always headspace. So if you think about it, you have skill sets. I had skill sets from my previous jobs.
Right.
And I think when you look at, can I do that here? Yeah, I can run financials of a nonprofit. It seems great. Okay, I can figure out programming. That's easy enough. We have this. We want to sell this. We can figure that out, right? It's just that idea that I have to change completely of how I view what we're doing. As much as I'd like to say I'm doing this altruistically for the people, I'm not. I'm running a business also. So it's a good business, and it's probably been one of the more fulfilling ones because I'm helping people, but it is a business. And I'm running it like a business. And now all these new rules, you have to navigate that.
Yeah.
So that's where team comes in, though.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I've got a good teammate. You know my teammate.
Yes, we know your teammate. Yes, we love her too. She's awesome. She's awesome.
Very, very
Do you have a question?
Well,
I'm thinking you're like stewing over
I
there.
know, because I'm not sure. There's a question that we typically ask that I really enjoy asking.
That one, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so
It's a good one.
this question is, what keeps you in the game? So obviously you've had this long career and you're in here with One IE, right? Have there been some significant bumps in the road that made you question, did I make the right decision? And if so, what kept you in the game to just keep pressing forward? Is that?
I just feel like
it's almost kind of loaded there, isn't it? Like there's been a lot,
right? Because it's real stuff, right?
Yeah. Do we have a couch and I can just lay down and I can spill everything? Well, it started in second grade.
Pillow.
I don't know how to. I don't know how to start, but yes, there's been a lot of tough times. I've made it very well known. I've gone through 2 wives now, 2 divorces, and a lot of that was, it was either working or I'm starting a business. And when you start businesses, then life's not all great and fun, and it's caused. I think I've aged a lot. Last week I had a full head of hair, and then. But
I just thought you did this for us today. You showed up for us today.
So I was like, this is my new look.
Coming in the studio.
What kept me in the game? I don't know anything else. I think that's it. I don't know what it would mean to do anything else than doing business. I have thought that I probably could do other things, and I'd like to do other things. I'm an outdoor person, so I'm like, man, I could have been a forest ranger. I've been driving through a forest every day. That sounds fantastic.
That sounds kind of fun.
That sounds great. Man, give me a 4x and I just drive around a forest. I'm like, I'd stop, smell the pines, whatever. But I get bored probably, and I wouldn't be challenged. I wouldn't challenge myself enough probably. Keeping me here, I don't know. I think I just, at this point, I'd like to say the right thing to say would probably be, I love the game. I love being in it. I love being in the mix, but it's hard. It's a hard game to play. And a few things that I think about is now, later in my life is, am I doing anything good anymore? And I have all this knowledge. What do I do with it? I mean, I could keep building businesses, I guess, but what do I do with that? And what does anybody do with at the end of their life do with it, right? Right. And so I'm not at the end of my life though. So I felt like that statement was like, at the end of my life, which will be tomorrow. So here I am. No, I'd like to say that I want to keep learning, and I want to keep trying, and I want to try to give back some knowledge that I've been lucky to have gained over the years.
Yeah, that was nice. Thank you.
That was a good answer to that question.
That was very thoughtful. It was a very thoughtful answer.
Well, and I think that what's so great about all of this is that, and especially when we try to do these podcasts, is to really show like this is a real thing, and like we really want to show that yes, it's not an easy thing. There are definitely rewards to all of this, and I love that you said some things about like the getting bored, and I definitely resonate with that one. Hello, I'm bored all the time. That's why I'm 100%. Always doing stuff. Yes, that right there. But I didn't say it. You did it. But yes, I feel like that. Do you feel like that? I feel like that all the time. I feel like
I get super like
shiny object syndrome
quiz,
sometimes.
The quiz. I got excited about the quiz. I'm like, something new and creative to create.
Quiz. I gotta see
I'm gonna send it to you.
Send it to me. I gotta see it. Yes.
What quiz is this? What are you guys quizzing?
What is this?
Like, why do you take so many quizzes? Right. You're like, I took 4 quizzes today, but why?
It's a quiz I created to invite people who want my products. So I created
like a funnel kind of thing.
It is. It's kind of like a funnel.
Yes.
What?
Yes. So it's a quiz. So I have an online course for people who want to go on reality singing shows. Okay, I'm a reality music coach, and so
a what?
Yes.
What is that?
Reality TV music coach. So I coach artists on audition prep and also how to maximize and leverage the platform. So I teach them online business skills so that they can squeeze the most juice out of their experience when they go on reality singing shows.
There's your plug today, baby.
Boom. Reality singing show Success Academy, baby. So then I created a quiz that says, how likely are you to win the next reality singing show or something?
Well, that's not going to happen for me, so I don't know.
But that means it's going to attract. I'm a singer. There's 3 different kind of people, so I'm going to be attracting these people who are interested in these shows. So right away, I know they're interested in reality singing shows, so they're going to like my content. And then the cool part is I'm able to segment them based on where they're at in their journey. Are they the green singer, just started singing? Are they the seasoned independent artist? Are they the mom who thinks they missed the boat and they want a second chance, like that type of thing. So cool. I take them through this, they get their results, and from the results, I get them into my funnel, my email, into my community, and then I can start having more conversations with them. So anyway, it's been quite the process, but it's exciting. It's fun.
She's a rock star.
That is rad.
That's cool, right?
No, I like that. I like that a lot.
I'll send it to you.
Really like
you
that.
Check
You should. Out. You should. I'd love to talk to you more about this.
Okay.
Let's do that. Yeah. So, having a long career, what's kept you in the game?
The podcast is Brianna's been on our show like twice, like many times. We have featured you like twice in the podcast, haven't we?
Yes, you have.
Before she came on the show, when we first started the podcast, and then she came back as a repeat guest.
Wow.
I say repeat
before I became a co-host
before she joined the forces.
Sweet. So can I audition?
Yes.
I'll audition.
She joined the forces of evil on our podcast. Okay, you've answered so many good things. I have a fun question though.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I say fun because this is going to be the positive side.
Right.
What do you love about what you get to do? What's the best part? Better than to keep you in the game, but what is the thing that really you're like
lights you up?
Yeah, lights you up.
This sounds just nerdy, I guess. when a company gets into revenue for the first time, their first dollar made, their first dollar made. It doesn't have to be $1 million, it doesn't have to be 10 million. It's just give me $1.
You get them to the,
You get them to
phase.
get a customer to buy their stuff. They are so excited, and that part is when you watch that out of them, you feel just as excited. You think, you got $1. That's so cool. That's awesome. You're down the pathway to your dream, right? It's you see them take that step into their dream, and when they realize that dream gets their first dollar.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, you just had Raylene Proto, right? So not too long ago, I don't remember time frame, but she texted me, someone bought a pair of pants. Someone bought a pair of pants.
That's
and
the
that was
best.
it. Then Audrey, and then, you start hearing from the team, they bought a pair of pants. Like that is that's so exciting. I can't even describe the feeling.
The
to tell you.
possibility, right? That opens up.
It's everything, right? They see a new world at that point, right? They've been doing all this hard work all this long, and I've been grinding on them. Their advisors have been grinding on them. Mentors, the customers have been grinding on them, and then they see that dollar come in. Like, we did it. We did the first dollar. I mean, yeah, there's more work to do.
Sure.
But it's a great thing to see someone going, this was my dream, and I just accomplished part of that. I want a big company, but this is
of that. Yeah.
You started it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's the most exciting part of my job. I mean,
like
it
that.
used to be building companies and doing the financials, but now I really like seeing the people go through, whether it be our education or our mentorship or even the groups that we have. I like to see them just get excited about that piece.
That's so great. I love that. I mean, I can just think of that right now. And also it reminds people who have been doing entrepreneurship for a while, like, be thankful for that dollar that comes in. Remember when that was like that moment for you, right? I need to remember that. Just be happy every day.
That is a good point, because I think as entrepreneurs, we're always reaching, like we're always going for the next, and that's so much of like when I work with my people, just talking about gratitude, because that is something that I had to really get familiar with. I remember, when one of my first coaching programs I was going through, this was back in like 2017, and they had this whole gratitude piece. And at that time, I was just kind of evolving, even though I had mentors for 17 years. I always say the student receives when the student's ready to receive. They learn when they're ready to receive. So I had heard all these things for years, but never really like absorbed that. So when I went through this program, I've told this to clients before, when I sat down to do the gratitude piece, I mean, I would every day, 5 things I was grateful for. It was so hard. I'd wake up and I'd be like, I'm grateful for my forks. I'm grateful for my spoons. I'm grateful for my bowls. I mean, this is where my headspace was, because I really couldn't get that grateful piece in.
Thank goodness for the bowls.
Exactly. I could not get that grateful piece in.
I have no place for soup.
Right? But here was the good thing that came out of that.
Like today.
Okay, I got to get y'all focused now. Sorry. It trained me, though, to be more respectful of those small wins that you get, like that dollar that comes in. Like, now I can go through my day, and even if I don't have all the things pan out the way that I want them, I can be grateful for the experiences, the people that I meet, the conditions that come into my life, the opportunities, and not be like, everything has to be this dollar amount that comes through the door.
No, it's every win, right?
Exactly.
And it's the little ones. I say the little wins usually outweigh the big ones, because it takes the little ones to get to the big ones. And I think that when you're building a business or your dream, whatever that is, you meet someone that you thought you'd never meet before because they're in an industry you never thought you'd actually be a part of. That's a win. That's a win. I mean, when you start thinking about, I stretched myself on this area and I didn't do it great, but I did it and it's awesome. So we're cool.
Yes.
That's a win.
Yes.
Right? Or bowls, apparently.
Yes, at that time it was bowls. Now I got plastic bowls because they kept breaking them for so long. I never had any bowls. Maybe that's why I was grateful for them. Because they had a few that weren't broken, right? Like, we have these wheat straw bowls now. You can't break them. Like, they're just wheat straw bowls.
How do you put soup in wheat?
Well, they're
bowls?
I don't know. You got to. It's like a wheat. Well, they're hard and they got like something on them.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. They probably came from California. I don't know. They're like these. They're like these.
A plastic.
No, it's like a regular like bowl, but they're made out of like wheatgrass or something.
I don't know where to start with that.
Okay. I don't know.
Maybe that's a new industry we should look at.
Can't keep them focused today.
Let's do a startup. We have
I
these
would
strainer
say-
bowls.
That could be good, and she could do our technology. I mean, like all our email campaigns and
Yes,
everything.
all the email
and I'll
campaigns.
sell. You just come up with the other stuff, the technology piece. We got it.
Perfect.
It worked.
Bowls that don't hold liquid.
Yeah.
Yeah. These
Winner.
are These are like, I don't know how they make them, but they're bowls. They're regular bowls. So
I think just to circle back, I think one of the most rewarding parts of entrepreneurship is that constant challenging.
Yeah.
Like that's what you were saying, that stretching. I stretched myself. I pushed myself beyond kind of my limit today, and I tried something new, or I put myself out there. I was vulnerable here, or I reached out to this really, really scary client or this scary prospect, and I asked them for a sponsorship or whatever it is, and that was really scary, but I did it. Like whatever, like that's the kind of stuff I think that's really,
I mean, I think you have to live outside your comfort zone. I think it's not really just getting out. You have to live away from what is comfortable.
I'm rubbing off on everybody in the room. You guys are, you're the only one that hasn't done it yet. They're all doing
say embrace the discomfort.
I'm going to be like, not saying it.
Sometimes I just want to be.
Okay, so you're going to see it in boot camp. We have this slide up in one of our boot camps that we use, and it's 98% of the people. And we put them all in a circle. So here's 98% of the people. It's always like job, comfort, food, house, right?
Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
And then all of a sudden, it almost is like that, right? So and then you got the 2%. They're like, we like living outside the edge. We're always uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
We're always in the thick of whatever.
Yeah.
And then none of it's ever fun. Sometimes it's fun, but most of the time it's just challenging.
Yeah.
And that's what you find your successful entrepreneurs is that they're out there saying, it's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay not knowing. It's okay to be wherever you are. Just keep going forward. Learn more. If you have to pivot, learn, right?
Pay attention.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it.
Yep. Good stuff.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire. We do need to do some rapid fire with you. Okay, these are like quick, short questions for you today. This part.
Awesome. Can I answer them before you ask?
Rapid answer questions.
Okay, bowls, be uncomfortable,
This is good.
100%.
You're giving me ideas for more rapid fire questions. Give us a recap. You got 3 words to give us a recap today. What did we talk about? Bowls, 100%. What else? What was the other
Be
one?
uncomfortable.
Be uncomfortable. Yes.
Here we go.
That's a new question for us. You want to start or me?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Favorite cuisine?
Mexican.
That's mine too.
Was it Calmex though?
Whoa. We're about to have a showdown.
Showdown. I don't know that I've had
Queso
Calmex,
does
so.
not belong on everything. I don't care what you say.
Queso is good on hamburgers. It's good on
I mean, they put it on everything.
Yeah.
Like,
We
here's
like
your
our-
burrito with
We
queso.
like our Mexican food down here.
It's
We
not
like it.
Mexican.
Yes,
It's
but if you go
cheese.
in California,
It is.
you can't
It's
get
cheese.
just queso. It's almost impossible. They have queso flameada.
Oh, here we
Yeah,
They
go.
don't
yeah.
have like the actual
okay,
queso.
here we go.
This is supposed to be a
All right,
show.
well,
Like, literally, like I would love to open up just a queso shop there, and just have
Just serve queso?
Just serve queso. You get all kinds of different quesos.
I'm hungry. I want
You're gonna
queso.
open the eyes of them
You can-
Californians with your queso shop.
Yeah,
Queso.
exactly.
They're gonna walk up and be like,
and
"What
I'd
is
say it just
this?"
like
We got all
that.
Texan, too.
Hello, y'all. Welcome to our queso
Welcome
shop.
to our queso stop.
And I'd put the sign would be just a K and S-O.
Okay.
Queso shop.
Queso. That's good. I like it. That'd be really Texan queso.
That's a winner.
Queso. There you go. That
Wait,
might be
wait.
something.
Serve it in the
Hold on.
wheat bowls that don't hold liquid. I think there's
But
a
the queso's
partnership
pretty
here.
thick. It might be able to stay in there. I don't know. It might hold up. We should try. We should talk about
Oh
that. See if
man.
it works.
Okay.
That was not rapid fire.
No,
by the
that
way.
wasn't.
was
Because
a
no, that
long
was not.
conversation
That was
about
yeah,
queso.
That was not one. Okay.
That was the longest conversation I've ever had about queso.
That was. And you never know with us. We get into all kinds here. Okay. Favorite book that you've read? Any book?
I do have one. It's by Dante Alighieri,
You give
The
me-
Divine Comedy.
See, you give me something to add to my book list.
It's
First concert.
Loretta Lynn and George Jones.
Oh.
I actually sat on Loretta Lynn's lap at that concert.
Loretta Lynn
I was,
and George
I was an
Jones.
itty bitty.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and Crystal Gale was there too.
I used to
her
tap. I
I
remember
mean, let me
Crystal
tell you,
Gale.
Crystal Gale in the 70s.
Did she do this with her?
The long,
I remember her. We used to tap dance.
See,
to her
everyone-
songs. Yeah, we're the same age too. I don't know how old you are. We're the same age. So yeah.
Did you get to go to Blue Bayou?
Blue Bayou. Under one step.
Man, I was 8 years old in love. I was like, I love her. My mom's like, shut up. Shut up, kid. Just enjoy the music.
I think those were my first concerts, but my mom did listen to them. Okay, what is in your Amazon cart?
Nothing.
Do you shop at Amazon?
I do.
Okay, you got it cleaned out right now.
I got it cleaned out. Yeah, so I just got a book last week.
Okay, I feel like mine is on a perpetual load all the time. My son goes in it, so there's always stuff in our Amazon cart.
Okay, so it's not in my cart. It's in my. I have those folders that you put them in. You can name them and
Oh,
like
you got 'em labeled. You
wish
got
lists and stuff
yeah.
like that. I have like
You
6
got-
or 7 folders.
No, my stuff's in the cart. My son puts it in the cart and says, check the cart. I'm like, why do we need $29 towels right now? He's designing my bathroom. Like, why do we need $29 towels? Can we just get one towel? It's my Amazon cart all the time.
Like that's what Walmart's for.
I know. I always have random things. Do your kids do your Amazon or they?
No.
And mine,
She's like, I don't allow
her
that.
kids are younger. Well, her kids are younger. Mine's almost 18. So he has my son. He has a little he doesn't have he has his own cart in my cart. Like it's linked. So he goes in his and then it shows up in mine. But he'll be like loaded up with all these things and he'll be like, hey, check the Amazon cart. And I'm like, dude, there's $100 worth of junk in here. What are we buying? Light switches and things. He's wiring things in the bathroom and $29.
I feel like that's normal.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, is it smart home stuff or is it just light
Well,
switches?
he just put a new light in his.
I mean, like,
No, it's switches.
How much tech are we doing?
He put a light. He wired a light switch over the bathroom in their bathroom, and so he changed out the switch in the wall. So there's like the vent and the light over the sink and the light in the bathroom. So yeah, that was fun because he made the daughter's light not work, and then he had to go back and fix it.
well,
quite the,
like
you know.
experimentation with electricity.
Exactly. So my Amazon cart's always there. So you have nothing in your Amazon cart right now. Okay.
Where do you want to travel to next?
That's good.
California. Monday. No, go eat some Mexican food. Real Mexican food. No,
Some queso.
I'm up for a Montana trip right now. I'm going to stay in the States for a bit. I traveled internationally with a few companies, and I think I want to spend some time here checking this place out. It's I was lucky enough as a kid. My parents would put us in a motorhome, a Winnebago, and drive us all over the God's green earth, is what my mom said. And I saw a big nickel, big ball of string. I saw Niagara Falls, but I want to go back to that as an adult and start looking at some of the things that this country has to offer. So I think Montana's on the list right
Very
now.
nice. Have you been there?
I have Glacier National Park and Billings.
Okay.
I know.
Been to Montana several times. Been there.
Montana's beautiful. It's a
Well,
really beautiful
My husband's
countryside.
from a really small town, southeast corner, about an hour away from Billings. So it's
What's there?
Not much. It's the southeast corner of Montana. It's called Ekalaka. It's like right there, about 1,000 people in the entire county. It's very small. So I've been there a few times.
Show up.
Yeah, I've been there a few
Awesome.
times. It's
They
a
have
beautiful
queso?
country. No queso there. They have there's like a little motel and a little country store and a gas station.
Yeah,
That's
but
about it.
I think I'm down for that. I'm down
You
to
probably like it there.
meet people from
Yeah.
different parts of this country.
I like it.
Very diverse country, so I want to explore that.
Yeah.
Very
cool.
nice.
Be fun.
Was that your rapid only 3?
Yeah, well, no, we did. How many did we do? We did 5, I think.
You
We
did
just
5
didn't do-
questions?
We just didn't do rapid.
It just
We
wasn't
did-
really rapid.
No,
really
that
rapid.
wasn't.
This was supposed to
We
be
need to
like
work on that.
We needed to ask you what's your favorite color, red,
Oh,
blue.
Max.
You know,
Oh,
like
come
that would be
on.
short.
No,
And then it'd be
that's
like
boring.
short. It's good stuff. All right, so if our listeners wanted to learn a little bit more about Justin and all your amazingness and One IE, of course, where do we want to send them? They know to go to our page, but where else can we send them?
Okay, so if you want to join my 3 followers on Instagram, no, it's a tight group. There's a whole fan
It's a
club.
fractal community. It's got a tight group.
Everybody, I
He
mean,
only lets certain people in the group.
I do. Well, my mom's the moderator, so no. No, let's see, on Instagram, I am One Rad Biz personally, which is weird. And again, you'll join the exclusive club of 3.
One rad biz.
Mom's
Yeah,
gonna let you
one,
in.
the number 1 Rad Biz, and then One IE is One IE _ just all ONEIE. Everything we do is ONE.
Yeah.
LinkedIn, Justin Radeka. That's pretty straightforward. Our website.
That's important.
It is www.oneie.org.
Very good.
Okay.
And then we'll make sure when this goes out, we get all the
We'll
the
give-
tags in there. But they
Yeah,
know
we'll
they
give
can
you
go
all
to
that.
our page to get a link to go back and stuff. So we'll make sure to get them in the right place. Good stuff.
Really
Very
good
good.
stuff.
Very, very good.
And I only said
We're so
100%
thankful
one
you're here.
time. Second time, just now. I think
was
Chris
funny.
said it.
It's a
Justin
lot of
said it.
giggles. A lot of giggles today.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so we do want to say to our listeners, of course, if you enjoy our show, please be sure to give us a rating both on iTunes and Facebook. We can't do this without you.
That's exactly
Hit
right.
that subscribe button.
Don't forget that. And we want to leave you with a few final thoughts. The first, You have to see failure as the beginning and the end, but never entertain it. Oh, no. Gosh, I completely messed that up. You
Who
have
said
to
that?
see failure as the beginning and the middle, but never entertain it as the end. That was from Jessica Heron, the founder and CEO of Stella and Dot. And then this one was courtesy of you, Justin. Risk is the tariff paid to leave the shores of predictable misery, from Amar Lavani, who is the CEO of The Standard Hotels in California.
Bam.
Yes,
Bam.
I love that quote.
So do
awesome.
I. It's my favorite.
Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for reading that.
Good
I mean, the second one was good. The first one, I don't know.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, I've chosen.
Justin, this has been awesome. We want to say
Thank
thank you
you.
for being on our show. We've appreciated being here sharing. Guys, go check out their organization. Doing
Absolutely.
good stuff.
We're so excited
Yeah.
to
Thank
be
you.
partner
Thank you.
partnering with you guys. And
Yes.
yes, check out oneye.org. Do not forget.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, to live the extraordinary, you must start, and every start begins with a decision. You guys take care, be safe, and be kind to one another. We will see you next time.